Welcome back to the Arizona Daily Mix. I'm here at Tattered Nest Vintage, where there are 20 different vendors. You can get everything from a potted plant in a crock pot to a framed Van Gogh, a one-of-a-kind embroidery. And Noemi is here to talk about decorating because there's been a trend called millennial gray. I hadn't heard of it. Maybe that's because I'm Gen X. Tell us about that and how people are breaking away from it.
So millennial gray was just something about keeping your space simple and clean and not a lot of fuss. And nowadays we're wanting to break out of that and bringing some personality into our home.
Well, Noemi has taught me a new thing, okay? This is called a vignette. I do not have I'm just going to confess, I have kind of tacky taste and I'm not a good decorator like Noemi, who's brilliant at it, but she's created these, they're called vignettes. They're like a little moment, okay? Tell us about this one because I pretty much want to buy everything.
So this would be on someone's dresser or maybe a little side table, but this is just a vintage tray with a beautiful crystal clock. We have a little piece of art, and it just kind of creates a cozy little space for you to look at and something to enjoy when you wake up in the morning.
These vignettes are pretty affordable, too. Like, I think all of these items are around $20.
They're less than $20 at least.
And you have some pieces that are very quirky, right? Like, if you're doing the millennial gray and you're shopping at big box stores, you're not going to find, for example, okay, a strawberry pitcher. And I just feel that people don't know they need that, and yet they do.
Exactly. You definitely need that. I think that would be amazing on your kitchen counter with some flowers. It doesn't need to be used as a pitcher. It can be used in many different ways.
What got you into vintage?
Oh my gosh, I think I've been shopping vintage for so many years, and I didn't really know I was into it until my collections grew. And that's what brought me to the store to become a vendor because I was just overflowing at home.
Do you relate to the term dopamine decor, which I just learned from Bianca, which describes the rush you get when you find just that wonderful strawberry pitcher or the little doggy and you know nobody else has that, and it's going to make you happy every morning when you wake up and look at it?
Absolutely. I think I pick pieces for myself in my personal space that just speak to me. Things with color, such as swung vases. This is my personal thing that I love to collect. They're different. Every piece is going to be unique in its own way, and they bring a pop of color without bringing too much fuss into your home.
I'm so glad that you introduced me to the concept of swung vases because I'd never heard of this. It's a mid-century modern look that's spanning from the 40s to the 60s. They're gorgeous, they're streamlined, and that's going to break you out of gray because look how colorful the glass is.
Absolutely, and gray is a basic color that anyone can use. You can use it as a backdrop to bring any color, any trend, or any design that you want to bring into your home.
So your particular spot here at Tattered Nest Vintage is Desert, Glass, and Glam. What's a good place to find you?
On Instagram, Desert, Glass, and Glam on Instagram, and I'm Vendor 21 here at the Tattered Nest.
Vendor 21, that's a lucky number. Before I go, I have to ask you about this Swedish folk art.
So this is a really cool piece. It's metal on wood. It is signed by the original artist on the backside, and it just speaks for folk art from back in the days in Sweden.
Noemi, thank you so much for showing us all these beautiful tchotchkes, pops of color, artwork, Tattered Nest Vintage, and again, you are Desert, Glam, and Glass. We're out here, not in Cave Creek, but on Cave Creek Drive, right? Okay, thank you so much. Stick around. The Arizona Daily Mix will be right back.